All right, let's talk about something that can totally change the game for your electrical business. Keywords. Seriously. We're going to break down how just a few of the right words on your website can basically turn it into a magnet for local customers. The ones who need your help, like right now. So let me ask you this. You're a great electrician, right? Your work is solid. But is the phone ringing off the hook? Or is it a little quiet? Look, this is a massive hurdle for so many tradespeople. You could be the absolute best electrician in your city, but if people can't find you when they search online, it's like you're invisible.
And that really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? The whole game has changed. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you saw someone actually use a phone book? Those days are over. Now, when the lights flicker or a socket stops working, what's the first thing people do? They grab their phone and start typing. Being visible online, it's not a nice to have anymore. It's everything.
Okay, so let's get into the weeds a bit. To really nail this, we have to get inside the head of a modern customer. We need to understand how they search. They're not just typing in random thoughts. They're using very specific phrases that tell us exactly what's wrong and, more importantly, how fast they need it fixed. And that brings us to the star of the show today, the keyword. Now, don't let the term scare you. It's not some complicated marketing thing. A keyword is just, well, it's the exact phrase a potential customer types into Google when they're in trouble. It's literally the language of their problem. I think this is the best way to think about it. Keywords are like your digital storefront sign. The big sign out front? It tells Google two super important things. Hey, this is what I'm good at, and maybe even more crucially, and this is the area I service. A good sign on a street corner pulls in the right foot traffic, right? Well, a good keyword does the exact same thing for your website. So, the big question is, how do we make this work for us? Well, that's where this thing called SEO, or search engine optimization, comes into play. By being smart about the keywords you use, you can basically unlock your website's hidden power. You can make sure that when the right person is searching at just the right moment, your name is the one that pops up.
And check this out. Keywords aren't all the same. We've got different types for different jobs. Some are all about urgency, getting those frantic middle-of-the-night calls. Others are about location, making sure you own your local turf. And then there are the ones that show off your special skills. We're going to break down all three. All right, let's kick things off with the big guns. These are the keywords that get your phone to ring today. We're talking about capturing people who have a problem right now and are desperately searching for someone in their area to come fix it. The key idea here is what we call high intent, and it means exactly what it sounds like. The person searching isn't just kicking tires or doing research for a project next year. No way. Their power is out. A circuit breaker keeps tripping. They have a real, urgent need, and they are ready to hire someone immediately. And here are some perfect examples of what that looks like in the real world. See how direct they are? Emergency electrician, electrical repair services. There's absolutely no confusion about what that person needs. When you put these phrases on your website, you're basically sending up a flare to Google that says, hey, I solve these exact problems. Okay, now let's add the secret sauce to that high intent. Location. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a local business, right? So you have to tell Google where you are. Just by adding your city, your state, even the specific neighborhoods you work in, you're telling Google, I'm the local pro for this spot. And that, my friends, is how you get on that all-important map. And you can see how powerful this is when you put it all together. Look at 24-hour electrician Brisbane. You've got urgency, the service, and the city. Boom. Same-day electrician Los Angeles. Same thing. These are the money phrases. These are the searches that make your phone ring with a qualified customer who's actually near you. So that's how you get the urgent jobs. But what about the bigger, more profitable ones? The installs, the upgrades. That's where specialist keywords come into the picture. These are the words that attract customers looking for specific, high-value work, and they help you build trust before you've even had a conversation. Yeah, these are all about showing off what you're really good at. Think about it. If someone's looking to get an EV charger installed, they don't want just any electrician. They want someone who's done it 100 times. Using these kinds of specific keywords on your site positions you as that expert, the go-to person for the job. Just look at these. Switchboard upgrades, EV charger installation, lighting installation. Every single one of these is a valuable service that people are out there searching for right now. If you're the pro at upgrading switchboards, then you need that exact phrase on your website. It's like putting out a welcome mat for your ideal customer. And that brings me to a really clever strategy, something we call long-tail keywords. Honestly, you can think of these as your secret weapon. They're longer, more like a full question or a sentence. Now, fewer people might search for them, but, and this is the key, the people who do are way more serious about buying. This is how a smaller business can compete with the big guys, by targeting these super specific, super qualified searches. This comparison right here says it all. Someone searching for electrician, who knows what they want? They could be a student doing a report, but someone searching for cost of electrical panel upgrade in Australia, oh, that person knows exactly what they need. They're not just window shopping, they're in the planning phase. And let me tell you, that one lead is worth more than 100 of those vague generic searches. It's pure gold. Whew, okay, we've gone through a lot here. So the big question is, what do you do with all this information? How do we boil this down into a simple plan you can actually use? Let's get right to it. But before I give you the checklist, just remember this one thing. This is probably the most important takeaway. Your goal isn't to just cram a bunch of keywords onto a page. That's not going to work. The real goal is to talk to a real person, to be helpful, to answer their questions. If you write for your customer, trust me, the search engines will figure it out.
So here you go, your 4-step game plan. It's that simple. Number 1, focus on that clear service intent. Number 2, always, and I mean always, include your city and local terms. Number 3, show off your specialties. And number 4, just write like a human being. That's it. That's your roadmap.
So I'll just leave you with this one final question to think about. If you really want to find the perfect keywords for your business, you have to put yourself in your customer's shoes. Ask yourself this: what is the number one most urgent problem my ideal customer is trying to solve right now? Figure that out. Answer that question on your website using the words they would use, and you will never have to worry about finding new customers again.